Hi, everybody. I'm just doing nickels. I am so over people uh, insulting me and taking my money, and yeah. So I don't care who the hell the Spotlight channel is in Storm and CAs. When somebody posts to you 10 times and you ignore them every time, and it's about money, and then you let the rest of your damn stream insult them too, screw them. I'm out of there. I'm gonna come back over on my stream. I got some nickels over here that I'm gonna sort through because I'm really, really tired. I'm really tired of being disrespected in other people's channels, and it has been Storm and CA's channel is also where the turning the Betty White into an ugly thing and being a loser thing started. He likes to ridicule people and talk down to people. And the only reason that my channel was their Spotlight channel this week is because we share a moderator in the form of Handy Andy 736. And so anyway, I was just over there, and I don't know if any of you were there or not, but after about the 9th time trying to get credited for money that I paid for roles for Handy Andy and I, after about 10 times, I got kind of sick of it and just said, hey, look, and then everybody's, oh, don't throw a fit. Oh, you're having a cow. No, if it was your money, you'd be having the cow. So, yeah, there was one person in there that Perry Art. Perry Art is not allowed on my channel because Perry Art started a whole lot of crap about me early on and got me removed as a moderator on a channel that I was on for something I had absolutely nothing to do with. So I don't like that person anyway. I'll be flat out. I don't like him. I think it's a girl. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just tired. I'm tired of being abused. So I took my toys and came home. And I'll just sit here and go through some nickels for a while, and then I go to bed. But that was uncalled for. Especially since I had just sent like 10, 15 people into his channel. Yeah, that was, I don't know. I miss things in chat. I don't say that I don't. But I always go back 2 or 3 times and read down the list and scroll back. If I were taking people's money, I think I'd be a little more cautious about doing that. Maybe that's one of the reasons I don't take people's money. But if you're going to do that, if you're going to take people's money, especially when I asked him, did I have $8 credit? He went in the book, looked and said, yes, I had $8 credit, and then didn't even bother to find out what I wanted to do with the $8. That was kind of dumb. Hey, while you're on the page, do it, But, I'm sure by tomorrow, everybody will be saying, oh, what a bitch, blah, blah, blah. I get it all the time because I don't take people's crap. So to everybody that came back in here to watch me sort nickels, thank you very much. I do see some lovely folks here. I mean, I don't know. If I had a raid like that come into my channel, I would have been like, hey, everybody, look. And he didn't even point it out until it was pointed out to him that he didn't. So I don't know. I think he thinks I don't support his channel enough because, gee, I'm sorry, he's on the West Coast. And it's hard for me to support West Coast channels because I'm on the East Coast and I'm usually in bed asleep by then. The bot says nobody's home. Well, actually, the bot says Dreadpool's here. That's who the bot says is in the house. I know there's more people than that here. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just sick of the BS, Dreadpool. In my channel, if other people in the channel had started calling people a cow and ridiculing them, it wouldn't have happened in my channel. Muscle shell nickels are what people get to sort through when they can't afford to spend $500 for a box of quarters. That's what nickels are. Nickels are what I used to get for picking up pop bottles on the side of the road. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just, I've tried so hard to support that channel, and that's the same channel where they started turning the Betty White into the loser thing, and the constant being insulted or having my money overlooked or whatever. I just decided I've had enough of it. And I kid you not, between Andy and I, we posted 9 times what to do with that $8 I had on the books. And then it was posted in all caps, and he said, oh, I didn't see it. Come on. Even I'm not that blind, and I don't even have my glasses right now. So anyway, yeah, I'm sorting nickels. There's a 61. The oldest one I have found in the box so far, actually 61D. The oldest I have found so far in this box is a 1939. I have found 5 S nickels from the 60s and 70s. I think one from the 50s. And whichever ones do not fit into my books, I will probably give away. So anyway, I'm sure they're over there right now, all unsubscribing from my channel. And you know what? I don't care. I just don't care anymore. I care about my channel and the people from my channel. So, what happened was I went over there. I had money on the books. No, it's not your fault, Andy. He ignored you too. Absolutely not your fault. But I've had enough of being insulted in his channel. He's the one that took the Betty White thing and turned it into a loser thing. And that's not the first time that's happened. Ooh, 53. That's not the first time that's happened to me over there. But it's the last time it's going to happen. I'm just not. I refuse to participate. I refuse to participate. I'm sorry. I really do. And what made me mad was that he allowed, when I said, when I put it in all caps, and said, oh, come on, you know, this is getting ridiculous. He allowed the other people in the room to attack me. And that was when I said, that's it, I'm done. If he can't control the room, he needs to stop having the room. If he can't keep peace in there, then, you know, and keep his people that are in there from attacking other people in there, he either A, needs to get a whole bunch more mods that can keep up with his stuff, or B, he needs to find a better system for what he's doing. No, he does not care. I am 100% sure about that. So that's a done deal. His chat is out of control. I mean, I have a lot of things going on in mine too, but I stop and look up. I make it a point to stop and look up every minute. And if I see that my mods can't handle what's going on, then I jump in. Well, hello, Rob. How are you? But yeah, that was just a little out of control, Andy. And I could see you were getting frustrated with it. I didn't realize that you had gotten so frustrated that you left, though. So I was definitely swimming upstream there. Yeah, we already did the giveaway, Rob, but now I'm just sorting. I got a box of nickels today, and I'm just going through my nickels. We do have one more drawing tomorrow for the grand finale, the Epiphany drawing, which will be in my show sometime after 6 p.m., which is normally my metal detecting show, and it still will be my metal detecting show, but we'll be giving away a bunch of prizes during my metal detecting show. So what'd you find today, Rob? I know you went. So you must have found something good. I didn't get to go because I was getting my car worked on and the weather here was horrible. And I'm waiting for my new coil. Rambo. I still had Rambo when I was down there with Rob. I may have lost Rambo in Florida, actually. I think Rambo's living in Florida, Muscle Shell. I do. I think that's where he is. I think I left him in that trashy lot that Florida Thunder and I were metal detecting. And I talked to the doctor today, and they said there's no way that I can get the vaccines both done in time to come to Florida Hunt 7. So I'm not going to get to go. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take all that new detecting stuff that Mr. Muscle Shell gave me, and I'm going to probably go to North Carolina or Virginia Beach and for that same weekend, because I have a car reserved already that I thought I was going to get to go to Florida, but I cannot go and be around that many people. I just can't. I wish I could. I'm not happy that I can't, but I'm not going to go to Florida if I can't go to see my brother, and I can't go to see my brother until I get the vaccines. So I will stay here in the state, and I will just keep that money aside that was given to me to go see my brother. And after I have gotten After I got my cootie shots, then I'll go down and I'll detect and I'll go find Florida Thunder Digging with Rob and all those guys. And I will go detecting down there then. I'm just not going to be able to. I can't risk my health, but more importantly, I'm not going to use the money to go if I can't go see my brother. Yeah, that is a real issue there, and I wouldn't be able to go see him. So I think what I'm going to do is go to a beach or somewhere here that weekend. Just keep the rent-a-car for the weekend and go play with my new detector toys, which should all have arrived by then. Florida Thunder Digging with Rob missed that episode. I was given a wonderful gift by Muscle Shell, who gave me money to get a new detector, but I don't want a new detector. So what I'm doing is I am I'm getting both of the new Simplex coils. I am getting the carbon fiber shaft. I am getting a new digging tool because mine is actually bent. Every time I use it, it bends a little bit more. So, and then I got my snake skins. I'm really looking forward to using this little sniper coil, though. This everybody's got great things to say about it, and I can't wait to try it out. I wish I'd have had it when Rob and I were down in this lot down in Pasco County that it's littered with trash, and that would be the perfect place to try that coil out, no doubt. So anyway, I could have got a box of quarters today, but I didn't have that money on me. I did finally I made nice with the manager of my bank here today, and I could have gotten quarters, but I didn't have enough money because I had just paid for my car to be repaired, and I didn't have the access to the other funds. I wasn't going to mess with that, so I got nickels instead. I wanted pennies, but they didn't have pennies today that I could get a box of. She only had one box of pennies, and they were uncirculated, so I didn't get them. So I got nickels instead, and it mostly because the weather for the next week here is going to be really sucky. We have like really cold, we have wet, we have some snow. So I'm going to have to amuse myself in the house. I am going to, the day that coil comes though, I don't care if it's freaking raining. I'll be outside somewhere. There's an interesting little path where I live, where there's a Walmart like very close to where I live, and people who don't have cars have walked up this hill and cut through the little wooded area there and gone over to the Walmart, and they do it all the time. And it's kind of a little steep hill, so I got to thinking about it today, and I was wondering how much stuff people drop going back and forth over there to the Walmart. So since I don't have to leave home to check that out, when my little sniper coil comes, because I'm sure it's pretty trashy up through there, but I'm going to test it out up there, and then I'm going to go back down to the park. I was going to go watch the final night of the Christmas things tonight, And when I went out to get in my car to go to the optometrist, my car wouldn't start, which meant I had to get somebody to take me to the optometrist. And so I did not get to go to the finale of the High Country Lights. So I'm really glad that I filmed what I did the other night. Good night, J. Raj. Be here tomorrow for the big prizes. Congratulations on your wins. Everybody, ooh, there's a 66. I got a 66. Woohoo. Hang on, my cat is doing bad things. Em, get out from there. You know better than that. You are not supposed to be up there. Yeah, J. Raj can't complain too much. He won a half an ounce of silver a while ago. Yeah, it's pretty good. That was pretty. I thought you'd like that one. That was one of my chintzy prizes. Oh my God. So anyway, I'm off of that other topic, except to say, hey, you know, after that many times of being ignored, I feel like I am entitled to at least say, hey, you know, excuse me. You know, I got money in there. I'm trying to use it. I'd have probably put some more in, but seriously, folks. So anyway, here's a 64. Got a lot of 60s over here. I'd really like to see some more S's because I need them in my books. And y'all is real quiet, and I got a feeling that most of you are sitting in my channel and actually watching Stormin CAs, and that's okay. Watch whatever you want. I'm just playing with my coins. Oh shoot. Oh, it's gonna be fun rolling all this crap back up. Oh my. I got nickels everywhere. Nickels. 69, 70, 71. I won my first 2020 tall grass W quarter from Big Flip, and I won a silver certificate from Mobile Coins, and I won a proof $50 from Nubs Hunt's Treasure Day. Boy, you were on a roll, Bubba. Wow. Who is the 68, 69, 70? Oh, S. Let me see the S's that I found so far. I'll stick them under here. So far, I found there's a 70S. There's a 68S. There's another 70S. There's another 70S. And there's a 52S. So that's the ones I found so far. I really don't know. Switching between me and Southern Metal, never a big fan of Stormin. Oh no, I just said I those are the ones I need in my books, but I don't know which ones I need exactly. I just know that I don't get that many S's. And so I'll let you know. I don't even have my books out right now. But yeah, I'll let you know, Andy, because S's don't turn up here like they do out in the western states. So when you get one here, it's kind of a big deal. I was so tickled. The very first thing I found with any silver in it with my detector was a 43S war nickel that I found on my sister's property with either with my bounty hunter or my Ace 300. But And then I really haven't found anything worth a darn on her property since. It's funny. I was just like, isolated thing, but I have not detected anywhere close to all of their property. Right after I got up here, my plans were to do that, and that's when I fell and busted up all my ribbies. By the time my ribs got feeling better, the weather has started changing. So I doubt I will get over there now, probably till February or March. As far as detecting, I need to go out there and take care of some stuff, but she said that it's so muddy, she's not sure I can even get in with my car. So, and now my car has decided, after I spent money to fix all these different things on it this morning, and now my battery is dead. So I'm probably going to go buy another battery tomorrow. I'll have to walk up that path to the Walmart, get a shopping cart, come back, take my battery out, take it over there, trade it in for a good one. No, actually, I need to take it back to Advanced Auto Parts. It's still under warranty. And I already talked to them about it before, and they said if it did this again, to bring it back, because it did this about 6 weeks ago, just out of the blue, decided it just went completely dead. The mechanic looked at the car. There's nothing. They ran all the diagnostics. There's no rhyme or reason for why it is happening. The diagnostics did not show any kind of drain or anything. I think it's just a bad battery. And I'll have to put it on. I put it on the charger for like 2 days, and then it goes for a while, and then it just drains on its own. And we've already been through the electrical system of the car, so, and yeah, it was fine all day. As soon as I had to go to the doctor, nope, not gonna take you over to the optometrist. You can't go there. But my lovely niece came and got me and took me. And so I will have new glasses in approximately 2 weeks. I was a little bit disappointed in, you're going to go sit in the corner. Well, don't go sit in the corner, Andy. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. You tried repeatedly, as a matter of fact. He just wasn't paying any attention to anything that was going on. And, maybe it's just me, but if I was on the person's page in the book and they had asked, do I have money on the book? And I was there at their page when they said, yes, you have $8. My next thing would have been, do you want to use it? I mean, that would be logical. Why else would you ask if you had any money on the book? So, but what got me was that the people in the room were just allowed to call names, and I'm kind of over the Norman Bates abusive thing. I guess some people like it, but after a while, I was abused most of my life. I don't really need to pay somebody to abuse me. If I'm going to pay somebody to abuse me, it's going to be a doctor, and they're going to give me some damn good drugs. So don't sit in the corner. You have a good night, Andy. Why don't you go stream later, and I'll come over to your place and cause trouble. I will. There's 9 people lurking in here, and only 2 of them have said anything in the last 5 minutes. So I'm going to turn my bot up to 15 minutes and see. I know, honey. I love you too, Andy. You're my best brother. Where's my coins? Wasn't your fault, Sweet Pea. Wasn't your fault. It's just abuse, and I don't. I just don't dig abuse. They took the really funny, cute Betty White thing that was actually a compliment that was given to me and turned it into like a really hateful thing. And even after I asked them to stop, they didn't. So I don't know. Everybody has their things that they do on their channel. I guess that has some appeal to some people. But I had a very abusive childhood. So, 1953. Woohoo! I got a 53. And I'm showing my age. That's my birth year, folks. I was born in 53. And I guess maybe that's part of it too, is that I'm from a different generation. And some of the stuff that people do, most people don't find it offensive, and then I do. So I don't know. I think it's maybe part of it is an age thing. I was raised differently. But I don't have that kind of stuff happening over here because I try to treat all of the people that come to my channel with respect, unless they do something to, you know, there's one person that I finally banned them. And that was because of repeated incidents. Other than that, that's it. I have one person banned from my channel. One. No, they put me on with my own money. I had $8. I told them to put me on and Handy Andy. So, oh yeah, on and Handy Andy. That's them being assholes. That's them hitting me with the dislikes. Oh yeah, on and 3 of them have unsubscribed, by the way. So, whoop-de-doo. I'm going to say those 3 were definitely not regulars on my channel to begin with. Because if they were, they wouldn't have put up with that crap either. Andy, that's the... I'm trying to go over there. Where am I here? Somehow I got on somebody else's channel. I don't know how I got there. I hit the wrong button. There, that's what I was trying to do. If someone is over there, yeah, they can take me off the wheel. I don't want to be on their wheel. I don't want to have anything to do with them. If that's how they behave, I want nothing to do with them. Absolutely nothing. So, you know, I'm only doing this stream anyway because in order to use my microscope, I have to fire all this stuff up. It is set up to run through StreamYard, and it doesn't seem to work properly unless I run it through StreamYard. So whenever I'm using it, I usually just go ahead and put the stuff up live. And so yeah, they're unsubscribing from me, and that's okay. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't care. I don't abuse people that way. I don't take people's money and not give them the opportunity to use it. And I don't allow other people to come into my stream and abuse other people. I guess, like I said, I guess I'm old school. And that's just the way it is. I don't really care. But I wish someone would go and private message Stormin and ask him to please remove me from the wheel. I do not want to be there. In fact, when I left, I told them to give that $8 that I had left on the books to Handy Andy 736. Andy was doing everything he could to try to rectify the situation, and they were ignoring him too, to the point that he got pissed off and went outside and had a cigarette. He just left the whole stream. Yeah, I know what he's doing is gambling. Technically, what he's doing is not legal. That's another reason I don't get involved in that kind of stuff, because it's not technically legal. So that's why I don't do that. That's the Stormin Norman fan club over here. Just, yeah. And that's okay. I don't care. And some of them unsubscribed from my channel too. 3 of them. So I don't think that made a real big dent in my channel. What happened was Stormin CA he keeps a book where you can send money in advance to participate in his games, and then you just tell him, you go in on whatever night and you tell him how you want to use the money you have on the books. Well, I was pretty sure I still had money on the books, so I asked him. This is after we did a channel raid and about 14 people from my channel went over there. I asked him if I had any money, and I said, I think I have $8. And so he went and looked and said, yeah, you got $8. But then he did not let me use the $8. And he went on and signed up 10, 15 more people for the contest. And I posted several times what I wanted to do with the $8. And was ignored and ignored and ignored. Then Handy Andy posted 3 or 4 times what I wanted to do with it. And he was ignored. He finally got frustrated and just left and went out to smoke a cigarette. And so finally, they're doing it again, and they're doing the count of who's in and who's not. And he said, put 1 in if you're in, but I was in for 2. So I put in 2. Because I was buying 1 for me and 1 for Andy. So he skipped it. and I had in big caps what I wanted to do, and he skipped it again. So he has now skipped this 9 times between the times I posted it and the times Andy as a mod posted it. He had skipped over it 9 times. At which point I said, oh, forget it. I'm done. You know, and because I did that, a bunch of people in the chat were like, oh, well, don't have a cow, you're out of order. No, I wasn't out of order. It's my money. I paid it. I'm entitled to use it for whoever I want. So then this one on there that has, she's gotten smart with me in other channels before. She said something smart and I just told her to shut up. I'd had enough at that point. Andy had tried to rectify the situation to no avail. And then 3 or 4 of them in there. That channel likes to abuse people. I mean, they do. That's his whole Norman Bates character, is to abuse people. And I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm leaving. Give my $8 worth to Andy. And then somebody else called me a name. And I left. And I said, I'm going back to what I was doing before I did my stream. I'm going to come over here and search nickels. Well, when I did, their whole little gang, some of them came over. They didn't say anything, but they don't seem to realize that I can count. I know how many people are showing up on the bot and how many aren't. So anyway, they all came over and started hitting the hate button. So that's okay. They're just showing me that I made the right decision to get out of that channel. So yeah. Papa Giorgio, no, these are not car wash nickels. These are Wells Fargo Bank nickels. I got a whole $100 box of them, out of which not probably $96 will be going back after I roll them all back up. But I could tell you one that called me a name was oh, what the heck is her name? Something Art. It's a girl. It's something with a P. P Art something. I don't know. And then somebody else in there called me a cow. I don't remember. That was one of the guys. At which point, Perry Art. That was the name. Perry Art. That was one of them. And there were a couple of guys, and then one of the Silvers, whoever the mod is, whose name is with Silver, kept telling me that I needed to calm down and chill out. Well, they're sitting there calling me names. Maybe the mod should have been paying attention to the people that were calling the names and telling them to chill out, or muting them for a couple of minutes so that they would chill out. But I just said, you know what? I'm done. If I send my money and I can't use my money. And what pissed me off was that we did a channel raid from here, and I'm going to say probably 10 or 12 people from my channel went over there to support him because I said, let's go raid that channel. So I'm not on that channel that much, mostly because it's on so late, but also because they did that thing with the Betty White deal, which the Betty White thing was started out as a term of endearment to me, and they turned it into like a You know, the Betty White is the biggest loser of the channel. So that was the first thing that rubbed me the wrong way. I don't think Andy's still here anymore. I think he left. He was here, but you know, I don't care if they unsub me. I really don't. Oh, and here's the ironic twist. My channel was their featured channel this week, which means that my link was in their bot. Now I'm the featured channel, but the guy's ignoring me. Excuse me. That didn't make any sense either. So, yeah, if I don't get channel raids, but I got one the other night. And those of you, holy cow, look at that. That is bad. I got one the other night from Metal Detecting NC, and I was tickled, and I thanked every single one of them that came in from that channel. He didn't even act like, you know, he didn't even see it. How do you not see when 10 to 15 people come into your channel and go, raid from so-and-so? How do you not see that? Yeah, I'm confused. But mostly I think it's just I'm from a different generation. What, calling me a cow is not an intentional insult? I don't think that's a term of love, Muscle Shell. I'm sorry, but when I went to school, calling somebody a cow was not considered complimentary. I'm laughing about it. I'm not upset. I'll come on camera if you want, and you can see I'm not crying over it, but I'm not gonna sit there and when I've got money on the books, I have paid for the right to be in the contest, which technically isn't even legal, but everybody does it. And Perry Art, I believe, is the one. Oh, the Betty White thing. The Betty White thing started out as a term of endearment from the telephone guy. They turned it into the Betty White is the shit person on the wheel that gets thrown off. The original intent of the Betty White thing was a term of endearment. They turned it into something else down the line, and it started getting uglier and uglier. And I asked them to please stop, and they didn't. Then it got worse. And so I kind of quit going into that channel for that reason, because every time I went in there, I was getting verbally abused. And I don't need that. But yeah, the original Betty White thing was a term of endearment from the telephone guy, who, because of me being a kind of a smart aleck and having a pretty quick wit, in one of his late night streams where it was not G-rated, I cracked some jokes and they thought it was really funny. And he said I reminded him of Betty White. And started calling me the Betty White of the coin community. It was funny. And it was a term of endearment. But then Storman's channel took it over. And they started using the term to designate what they called the shit, which was the first person thrown off the wheel. And how that started was I was the first person thrown off the first wheel he ever did. So from then, it just kept going worse and worse and worse, and more abusive, to the point where if I went in the channel, I was immediately going to get abused. And so I kept asking him, please don't call me that anymore. If they were going to attach the Betty White to a negative thing, then I asked them not to call me that anymore. It was kind of, anyway. So anyhow, I was the first person thrown off, so that was how they came up with the name. But it became very derogatory, because the whole premise of that wheel of agony is for him to insult people, and then all the other people in the channel start insulting people. And yeah, what you end up with is a chapter out of Mean Girls. Yeah, Silver, you kind of were, actually. Because you told me to chill out, yet there were people in there calling me names and you didn't say anything to them. And you were a mod. Don't you think maybe you should have told the people that were calling me a cow to chill out? That hurt my feelings. What really hurt my feelings was the fact that no matter how many times Andy and I tried to get his attention, he ignored my money. Yeah, I know people like it, Dreadpool, but I don't like it. I don't like that insult thing. And I don't let people come into my stream and insult other people in my stream. The problem over there, and I don't think he does it intentionally. Let me make that perfectly clear. The problem is he's got so much going on that he can't keep up with it. He needs to do one person and then go back and look at his chat, and then do the next person and go back and look at his chat. Or he needs to do a sign up in advance. He doesn't have enough mods to keep things under control. Well, that's why I don't go there. I went tonight because he was featuring my channel. I don't normally go there, Jonathan, when he's doing that. Or I will go like I did the other night. I put 3 other people on the wheel and I left. And I don't know who is masquerading as Drama Alert. And do I think he overlooked me on purpose? That's not what I said. That's what you read into it. But Handy Andy 736, who was one of his mods, also tried to get his attention and could not. Andy got so flustered, he actually left the stream and went outside to smoke a cigarette. And I don't care. I didn't ask him to spotlight me. It was very nice that he did. Most of the people on his channel are already on mine, so it was kind of a moot point. And I was there Sunday night. Thank you, Drama Alert. Sunday night is the night I put 3 other people on the wheel. I don't go there because I don't like how it is. But when you start allowing people to call people names, and when you're in the book, when he was in the book and I asked him, did I still have $8 on the book? And he went to that page right then while he had the book open and saw that I had $8. He should have said, do you want to use it? But he didn't. And then 9 times, 5 by me, 4 by Andy, 9 times his attention was trying to get his attention to do that. And it was ignored, whether because he was too busy, whether because he didn't want to do it, whatever. He did not see it. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. Because a whole bunch of people from his channel then came over here and started hitting the thumbs down button. So Silver Shark, go back over there and tell those little infantile brats that if that's the best they can do is to come over here and hit the thumbs down, then they can go stick it. Because thumbs downs don't ever bother me. And Kellen L is absolutely. He is the one person banned from my channel. Since somebody asked me earlier, it is Kellen who is banned from my channel. And no. That's the whole point, Jonathan. That's the whole point. If you're going to run something like that, you either got to have enough mods to make it work, or you need to pay a lot better attention to what you're doing. You need to not. His whole channel is based on being called names. You know, you're right, Jonathan. You're right. I should not have stooped to their level and called them names. You are correct. You're right. But to come over into my stream and just start randomly hitting dislike without saying anything, and they haven't, I'm not going to report him. I don't know who Drama Alert is, but if you have come over here for the sole purpose of causing trouble in my channel, you need to go back over to Stormins and cause your trouble there. So we're going to give you a little nap since you're over here attacking everybody. Good night. I'm not going to report any channel for that. That's just stupid. I'm sorry, Mikey, but no. That's not how things work in this community. Like I said earlier on, and apparently it didn't sink in, I don't necessarily think it happened on purpose. I think he just has so much crap that he's doing that he can no longer keep up with it. And so things are getting out of control. But after, not only did I post it, but a mod posted it 4 times. And all the way through to the end. Even after the mod posted it, he skipped over me. At which point I just said, hey, you know what? I'm done. Give mine to Andy. And I said to the people that came over from my channel, good night. And I left. Because I was being accused of having a hissy fit, and don't have a cow, which is the old Bart Simpson line. And then somebody said, well, she is a cow. And it just got uglier and uglier. And no, I'm not participating in it. No more. I rarely go there. I rarely go there, Jonathan, because I don't care for it. I will go and stay until he flips into the Norman Bates mode. And then I usually say, well, guys, I got to go to bed now. I'll see y'all later. Bye. I don't stay for it because I don't like it. But then it spread over to I didn't say he did talk bad about me. I said other people in his stream did, and the mods jumped on me instead of them. That's what I said. I did not say he said anything bad about me. In tonight's instance, he has in the past with the Betty White stuff, but that's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about here is something completely different. And that is nobody should have to say 9 times what's going on with their money. And, you know, I have sent tons and tons and tons of people over to his channel. Tons of them. Yeah, everybody's talking about, oh, you're his featured channel. You know how many people I got from that featured channel thing? 5. Because most of the people on his channel are already on my channel. I didn't ask him to do that. So, you know, you are gone. That person I was going to block a long time ago. So there you go. You are right, Patrick. He can't control his stream. It's gotten too big. He can't do all the things that he's trying to do. And that's all I'm saying. And he doesn't have enough mods to keep control. That's, you know, that's a problem. He doesn't have enough mods. Thank you, Juan. Uh, but yeah, I'm just over that. And something else that you guys don't know is that there was somebody in that stream sending private messages to me that were not nice. And so I was trying to deal with that and deal with the other, and he was ignoring or not seeing what his own mod was posting, to the point where his mod left the stream. That's pretty bad. His mod left the stream. I went outside to have a cigarette, you know, because it was so out of control that the mod couldn't even get his attention. So I'm not finding much here with the nickels. And oh, somebody wanted me to check my email. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do to address everybody. And I am allowed to say what I want to say in my stream. So if they want to come over here and start picking fights with other people in my stream, I'm not going to have it. If they want to discuss it, that's different. But coming over and making accusations towards people in my stream, that's not going to... Oops, I didn't want YouTube. I wanted Gmail. Oh, dear. Where's my mail? Okay. No, I went over there because I knew I had $8 on the books. My intention was use that $8. And I tried to use that $8. 9 times I tried to use that $8. If you count the 4 that Andy put up. So if somebody's posted 9 times and you're not seeing it, you need more mods or you need something. Huh. Oh, that's an interesting message. We don't love you. Okay, I checked my mail. Oh, here's another troll. I'm not trying to get anybody's pity. I've got the person that sat there and also tried to help me get his attention. Nobody's telling any lies. But you know what, buddy? You can bend over. Very interesting. But yeah, I just got a message that says, "We don't love you," in my email. I'm hoping that the person that sent that didn't mean that. So apparently, all right, here's what we're going to do, folks. Yeah, I don't get that, Jonathan. I'm with you. How would Stormin harass you on a mail call? I'm sorry, but I don't get that. I did check my email, Muscle Shell, and what was in there was a message saying, "We don't love you." So here's what's going to happen, folks. Jonathan, are you talking to me or are you talking to Mikey about what he said about the mail? I got knocked off here for a minute. Our power flicked off and on. I don't know who you're talking to with that. No, I absolutely, Jonathan, I am with you. I absolutely did not agree with Mikey when he said I should report him. I absolutely did not agree with that, nor did I agree with the remark about that he would harass him if he did a mail call. No, that's not Norman at all. No. So please do not attribute any of that to me because I don't condone either of those actions. Neither of them. I just went over there to make sure Andy was okay and use that $8 and give Andy a roll so he would be on the wheel. And from that, all of this crap. All of it. It's just, no. Do I think he did it on purpose? I don't know. All I know is that I posted 5 times, Andy posted 4. That's 9 times trying to get 2 rolls that were already paid for. So, it was not just me. Andy made an attempt, 4 attempts. Muscle Shell, okay. I was going to say that was kind of strange. I was about ready to lose it on that one. But okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Muscle Shell. I appreciate it. Yeah. But Mikey, no, the suggestions that you have made are as immature as the people coming over here and hitting thumbs down and calling me a cow and coming into my stream and calling other people in here names. So, no, that's not how things work. How they work, I don't know how they work with other people. How they work with me is I sit here and I tell what happened from my point of view. I get it off my chest and then I move on. I don't report anybody's channel. The only time you would ever see me report somebody's channel would be if they were like abusing an animal or abusing a child, physically abusing them, or that's a reportable offense. Calling Susie a cow is not a reportable offense. It may be reprehensible, but it's not a reportable offense. It's just rude. There's a big difference. There's a line there that, no, that's not something you report somebody for at all. And I'm not going to be involved in anything like that. I absolutely would never, ever do that. And part of the reason is when I did my very first live stream, somebody came into that stream and reported me and had my stream pulled offline, saying that there was nudity. Now, that was absolutely hysterical. The only thing naked in the whole thing was my face. I even had on gloves. So I would never do that to another stream. People work too hard to build these things. I think what has happened in his case is the stream got bigger than the amount of people that he can control. And he's got some people over there that are known to be troublemakers in other channels. There's a couple of them that are not allowed in several people's channels that I know because they are instigators. But you know, here's the thing. Everybody's channel is different. You get to make the decisions of who is in your channel. If you think somebody is abusive in your channel, you don't allow them in there. I now have 2 people banned from my channel instead of 1. But the second one I had intended on banning a long time ago and just never got around to it. So, and that one was because that one flat out went and told somebody lies. Well, see, here's the thing, Jonathan. I went over there. I don't stay, and Norman knows it. I don't go over there and hang out. I went over there because one of my mods is a mod there. And you can ask Norman, I don't hang out in his stream. I come over, I hit the like. Once the abusive part starts, you know, the Norman Bates thing, then I leave. I never hang out in that channel longer than about 20 minutes. But I go over, I hit the like, I say hi to everybody. You know, I support him in that aspect, and then I leave. Tonight, I went over there, and if you had been in my stream earlier, you would know this. I went over there because I had 2 or 3 people today ask me if they had seen Handy Andy. And I had not seen him. And then someone came in and said, he's over at Storman's. So I did a channel raid where 10 to 15 people from my channel all went over there together in mass. And while I was there, I remembered that I had $8 on the book, and that's what started it. Because I tried to use the $8. And yes, I'm sorry. One more of you motherfuckers comes in here. Keep up the good work, you little children. I'm going to find out who every one of you are. Because I have a program that I can run to do that. So let's just see who these people are. Well, then, Jonathan, maybe the people that he is sending over here to harass me should stop. Maybe you should go tell him to tell his people to quit coming over here under fake account names and doing this little BS. because I know who this one is. He keeps coming in under different names, but I know who it is. Jonathan, truthfully, do you think he's making his livelihood off that channel? If he is, he's doing something illegal, because he's only got about 1,000 people. So there's no way that he's making his livelihood off that. And why is it okay for them to attack me, but it's not okay for me to put my foot down and say, I'm not taking it anymore? It is abusive. His whole channel is abusive. It's made to be abusive. Those are not adults that are coming over here. Those are little spoiled brats. Those are the same ones that were calling me names in there to begin with. One of them, I know for sure, is. And I'm just over here trying to sort through some nickels. They were over here before I even said a word on this stream. When I had the microscope up and I was pushing nickels under this thing, they were already coming over here. I started this stream to do nickels, and I told people earlier I had gotten a box of nickels. So now you're saying I'm not allowed to have a stream running where I'm searching nickels because Stormin's got a stream going? I couldn't get dimes, Muscle Shell. I had a choice of quarters or nickels, and quarters were $500, so I got nickels. Well, then what exactly are you saying? That I shouldn't be allowed to say what I want on my own stream? I should not be allowed to give my view of what happened on my stream? I shouldn't be allowed to run a stream because he's running one? I'm just a little confused. What are you trying to say, Jonathan? I had been on for maybe 2 minutes sorting through nickels. I hadn't even said anything. I was just sorting nickels. And I already had 5 thumbs down just because I was sitting here sorting nickels. And then they came over and started hitting the thumbs down, sending me private messages. One of them called me a CUNT. That's not got anything to do with me searching nickels. And I didn't say anything about it until they started in on me. But they came to my channel and attacked me after I left his to stop it over there. Well, they are doing it. I have timed out 4 or 5 of them. I didn't block them. I timed them out. One I blocked because that person I had intended to be blocked a year ago because she did something to me that was not acceptable. I did, That what I said earlier was somebody go tell Norman to tell his people to stop doing it. Actually, I think 3 of the people that came in under 3 different names, I think they are all the same person. Yeah, I do. I think they're all the same person, just changing name and changing name. And one of the reasons I think that is one of them has a funny way of, this person has a funny way of spelling things and a funny way of how they put spaces in their chat posts. Like I said earlier, the way I have my microscope set up, it only works if I've got it running through StreamYard. So if I want to use my scope, I got to fire up StreamYard. So I figured, okay, I'm going to search some more of these nickels. I'll fire it up. I'll go back on. Some people who don't like that channel may want to come over here from wherever they are and watch the nickel hunt. Well, I had not even been on long enough to say anything. And they were already coming over here. Ooh, 54. They were already coming over here, hitting the thumbs down and sending nasty messages. And that was before I ever said a word. Before I ever said a word. Shannon, the big problem, he doesn't have enough. Oh, I didn't say he did, Patrick. I said somebody needs to go tell him to tell them to stop. I didn't say he sent them. I just said somebody needs to let him know that they're doing it, and so he can, address it accordingly. If I thought people from my channel were going over there to his and posting the nasty things that have been posted to me, I would certainly tell them to stop. 58. Ooh, this one looks like it's been in the ground. I found buffaloes today, but unfortunately they were the new 2005 varieties. They were not the buffaloes I wanted to see. That's true, Shannon. But truthfully, he's got so much stuff going on, and one of his mods posted 4 times trying to get his attention. And that was one of his best mods, which is Handy Andy. And it's got to be bad when Handy Andy throws his hands up in the air and says, I'm leaving the stream, because he's not paying attention to me either. And Andy was in here earlier and he said he got so frustrated that he left the stream and went outside and smoked a cigarette. By the time he got back, they were in full calling me name mode. And the last thing I said was, good night to all the people that I brought over here in the raid. And then Perry Art made a smart remark, and I told Perry Art to shut up. Yes, I did. Because at that point, I was on my way out, and Perry Art was like poking the stick at it. So did I tell Perry Art to shut up? Yeah, I did. But it just, this is just my own personal comment, and then I'm going to go back to my nickels. Well, here's what bothered me, Shannon, and that mod did come apologize, was that a mod, when they were calling me names, told me to chill out and allowed the name calling to continue. That was not a very good position. And that mod did come over here and apologize and say, I did not see that happening. I'm sorry. But anyway, like I said, I came on here to do nickels, and before I had said a word, I had people coming over here and attacking me. So I had already told my stream earlier at 6 o'clock that I had a box of nickels, and that I even searched some of them during my 6 o'clock giveaway, which was not, it's not my regular show. I just was doing it, you know. I think Norman's problem is he's trying to do too much. I have not found any war nickels. What I have found, I'll give you guys a brief rundown of what I found in the box so far. I have a massive pile. I'm going to say probably 25 or 30 early 60s coin nickels. I have, let me pull the 50s up here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from the 50s. I have so many 2004 and 2005 Lewis and Clark's and the New Buffaloes and the, you know, all of that. I've got enough of those to make a couple of rolls. Then I've got, and I'm only about halfway through the box, so we'll go with that for right now. I have a number of 1940s, but none are war nickels. I got a 42, a 40, yeah, another 40, a 49, a 47, another 40, which, and all of those give me hope that there may be a war nickel in there. Then I have a 39, and I have some S's. I have a 70S. I have another 70S. I have a 52S. Got to flip that one over to show you the S. I have a 68S. And I think this is another 70S. So I've got 5 S's. I got one from the 30, one nickel from the 30s. I've got 6 from the 40s. I've got about 9 from the 50s. And a crap load from the 60s. And like I said, almost 2 rolls of the 2004, 2005s. And I'm halfway through the box. So I, you know, there's still hope that there will be, oh, there's a 41 right there. There's another 40s. So yeah, there's hope that there would be a war nickel in here or 2. I'd really like to find a buffalo or a V nickel, but I don't think that's going to happen in this box. But I got this box because our weather is going to be really bad for like the next 7 to 10 days. And I'm doing things to amuse myself, and I'll have time to roll all these back up. But I had to go get my car fixed. So that was from my stimulus check, which I was shocked that I got. I woke up and it was in my bank account. So I went to get my car repairs done, and I had, of my stimulus check, $110 left. So I went to the bank because I had to deposit some coins that I had rolled up to take back. And I actually got to talk to the branch manager about getting boxes. I have tried to connect with her, and so today I finally did. And my choices were nickels or quarters. Well, I only had $110 on me, so obviously I wasn't going to be able to get a $500 box of quarters. So I got nickels. And one of the reasons that I got nickels is I can actually read them. I have new glasses coming in 2 weeks. That was one reason. But the other reason is I never really collected nickels that much. And so not too long ago, I started putting my nickels in books, and some of these are really crusty. And this one in particular, this is a 1943 S war nickel. It's still in the book. It's really crusty, but that, I'm going to take it out of the book and put it under the scope for a second. This nickel I found on my sister's farm with my old metal detector, not the good one that I have now, with my old, I think with my bounty hunter. And this was the first coin I found with any kind of silver in it, metal detecting. And it's a 43S war nickel. So I don't care how crusty that is always going to be in my nickel book. And I wrote a little note under it where I found it and why it's in there. And I have some other ones that are in here that are equally as crusty that are also metal detecting finds. But I don't have, there's a lot of nickels that I don't have. I never really collected nickels before except buffaloes. So that was the other reason I opted to get a box of nickels, was to see if I could fill in some of the spaces in my books. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of sorting them out into like 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Then I've got a separate stack for the 2004, 2005s. And then I've got a separate stack for my S's. So anyway, it was just, I never get to do boxes because my income doesn't allow for it. You know, I get $800 a month Social Security. By the time I have paid my bills, there's no money left to get any boxes for anything. So since I had money where I could get a box and go through it and then take the money back to the bank, I decided to treat myself to this box of nickels. And then today, after I did it, when I went out to go to the eye doctor, my car would not start. I have a problematic battery. So I decided that I need to finish these nickels up and put them back in the bank because I'm probably going to have to buy a battery for my car. So to that end, I started on the box this afternoon. I came online before my regular scheduled thing and did about 5 or 6 rolls, and then I had to go to the doctor. So this, and then I talked about it some more during my 6 o'clock or whatever the heck time it was live stream that I did tonight, 8:30. I talked about them some more in my 8:30 live stream, and then we cut that live stream short to go support Storm and Norman. We did a channel raid on Storman's channel, but I had already mentioned these nickels 2 different streams today. So it's not like I suddenly decided, oh, let's hunt nickels. It was already planned to hunt the nickels. And so when that happened, and the thing was, I just was going to get that money, that $8, make sure that Andy and I were on the wheel, and then I was leaving. I don't ever stay through the wheel. I might stay for 2-3 minutes of it, but most of the time I don't even stay for the wheel. I just go over, I say hi. Most of the time I don't have money, but I just happen to have some on there. So I thought, okay, I'm going to buy Andy a roll. I'm going to buy me a roll, and then I'm going to go look at my nickels. So I tried to buy the rolls, and that's when all the crap started. So I said, well, I'm done. I'm going to go back over and play with my nickels. And they all came over. Like I said, before I had ever said a word, they all came over and started attacking me under, I'm going to say half of those thumbs down are probably fake accounts that were created to come over into my stream. And I really don't care, because the only reason that I streamed this is because it's the only way I can get my my scope doesn't work right. I don't have it set up right. The scope works fine. I just don't have it set up right. And so I can only get it to work if I am running it through StreamYard. So I can switch over. There's a 63. So I can switch over to it. And so that's what I did. And you will notice that I have a lot of streams of me just like looking through the coins that are on my desk to find out what they are. It's just so I can use my scope. I have Wells Fargo Bank, and I have had Wells Fargo Bank since 1997. I never had a problem when I lived in Georgia with getting boxes, but I had a problem here. No, I haven't, because I'm afraid if I do that I will mess it up where I can't even use it in StreamYard. So I'm going to have to wait until I can have another computer set up on the side, because I don't want to, if I screw it up, then I can't do my shows. I'm not gonna risk that. It doesn't hurt me to stream me sorting through coins. I have seen more boring streams than this, and occasionally people even come in and watch and enjoy it. So anyway, yeah, the nickel hunt was not, I mean, it was already planned. It was not a, I don't know. I didn't put it up here to do a rant. But then when I started doing my nickel hunt, and they all started coming over here and hitting the thumbs down, and sending me nasty messages and posting things that were inappropriate, then yeah, I got mad. I think anybody would. If you were sitting there doing a nickel hunt and all that crap started, yeah, I would imagine that you would have probably blocked all those people. My oldest nickel I found in coin rolls. A while back, Handy Andy sent me a box of nickels from Utah. And we found, what the heck was it? It was a 31, I think it was. And I think that's the oldest that I found in a coin roll. I've not found any, any V nickels or buffaloes or anything like that, but I don't search nickels very often. This is only the second box of nickels that I have ever had. Because, as I said, my income doesn't really allow for me to tie up money, like $100 increments or $500 increments. My money is usually spent before the check hits the bank. So that's one of the other reasons for the car wash quarters. I go down, I put, I get $20 worth of quarters at the car wash. I wash my car. I clean my car out. I bring them home. I sort through them, and then I use them to do my laundry. And the rest of them get rolled up and taken back to the bank so that I can pay my bills. Or so I can get another $20 worth for the next show. I don't have access to, like, if I'd have had $500 on me today, I could have got a box of quarters. But then I'd have been tying up that $500 for quite a while until I could search all the quarters. Well, I thought I was going to have plenty of time to search all these nickels, and then my car battery went fritzy. So that happened at 5 o'clock today, at which point the decision was made that I was going to need to go through these nickels a little bit faster than I had intended, because I got to put that money back in the bank and buy a battery for my car with it. Because I am not touching the money I got in my stream the other night. That money was specifically for metal detecting and going to see my brother, and so that stays where it is. It does not get mixed in with bill paying or anything like that. So I work with what I have and only what I have, and today what I had was $110. So for $100, I got a box of nickels. Now I got to take those nickels back and get a battery for my car, which, like I said, I realized that at 4:30 this afternoon when I went out to get ready to go to my 5 o'clock doctor's appointment. So it was not an unplanned stream tonight. And I'm sorry that people wanted to, I excused myself from the other situation and said, hey, I'm leaving, I'm done. Give my 2 rolls to Andy, and I said goodnight to all the people that went over there on my raid. And I left because I wasn't going to do this deal in the channel. But anyway, I figured I got to get these nickels back to the bank. So I figured if I could get at least to the halfway point tonight on the box, then I would be able to finish it up and get that money back to the bank tomorrow and get my sister to take me to get a battery for my car. I'm going to try to charge the battery. The problem is we have done that before and it doesn't seem to really be holding a charge properly. But all of the diagnostics that they have run on the car do not show anything on the car that is causing the battery to drain. So therefore, it is most likely that the battery is just bad. Now, the battery is under warranty, but it's been in the car for about 6 months. So they're not going to give me a brand new one. I'm going to have to pay some on it. So I got to finish sorting all these nickels. And then I got to roll them up. And I got to take them back to the bank. And I'm going to need to do that tomorrow because I have to have my car to get to medical appointments and stuff like that. So anyway, at 5 o'clock, I knew I was going to be doing this. And anybody that knows me knows that I do not stay over in that channel. I go in, I say hi. Sometime once in a while, I'll send like $10 or $20 or something, and I'll buy rolls for people. And then when they start, I rarely am even there when the wheel starts. You know, I'm usually like, okay, you got my rolls for Andy, my roll for this one, and my roll for that one. Okay, I'm going to bed now, night. Yeah, that's what I think, Juan. I think it's got a dead cell in it. And I should get partial warranty coverage from it, but I'm going to have to pay something. I'm not going to get the whole thing replaced for free because it's been in there. I'm going to say I put that battery in May or June. So it's less than a year old and it had like a 5-year warranty or something. But it's going to cost me something. And so I need to take this, I need to take this change back to the bank so that I can take that battery back and get another one and hopefully solve the problem once and for all. Yeah, but see, I don't know, Juan, and I don't want to take it back down there and then them say, well, you owe $30 or you owe $40 and me not have the $30 or $40. My budget is so tight that I get my $800 at the beginning of the month after I've paid my rent, my utilities, and my phone and my internet. I don't even have cable. I just have internet. So after I have paid all of those bills and my medicine, I usually have about $23 left in the bank. And a tank of gas. I buy myself one tank of gas. And I take that $20 that I use for the car wash quarters. But I usually don't have, after the bills are paid, maybe $40. And then whatever loose change I have laying around here. There's a 62. So I don't want to go to the trouble of having my sister drive down here, take the battery out, go over to the place, and then I don't have enough money to pay them whatever it is. So that's why I immediately said, okay, I gotta finish these up. And I sat here until 4:30 today doing them, thinking that I had plenty of time, though. And then when I went out, my car, I mean, it's completely dead. There's no click, there's no nothing. And last month, I just had to replace a starter that I had just replaced the starter back in May or June. And when I contacted the people that I got that starter from, they would not honor the warranty because they would not send, I had mail ordered that one, and they would not send the replacement to a different address than the one I had originally purchased it from. I purchased it in Georgia. Now I live in Virginia. So that company got one over on me there. So I had to go buy a new starter. So now I got the battery issue. It's just a never, when your car is old, it seems like it's a never ending saga. And my car is 15 years old. So I had a lot of things, small things done this morning because Virginia requires auto inspection. An archaic practice that really does not keep unsafe vehicles off the road, but puts a lot of money in inspection station pockets. So I had to do some minor stuff this morning that when you add all those minor things up, it's a couple hundred, 3, 4, you know, it just keeps climbing and climbing. But so I got to do this. I just know I got to get these nickels done, and it didn't have anything to do with anybody's stream. I'm allowed to go on anytime I want to and search coins. I don't have to ask another channel's permission to be on the same time they are. And yeah, I used to live in Texas many years ago. I still have friends that live there, but I don't really care for Texas. I had a bad experience with Texas, not the least of which was my Suburban got broken into. They tried to steal my Suburban just about every other week. The last time they stole it, it was about 3 miles from being into Mexico, and I got it back. And that's only because the guys had a flat tire and there was no spare. They should have stole one with a spare in it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, see, you can get away with a lot of stuff on the inspections. Oh, I know. I have great friends in Texas. I do. And unfortunately, I've lost a couple of my friends in Texas. When Harvey went through, I lost 2 of my friends. They were a married couple, and they both died within a week of each other. It was a bad deal. But no, I'm not blaming Texas for that. I mean, there's thieves everywhere. Ooh, looky here. 1939. Got another one. Another 39. That's the second 39 I've pulled out of here. Just let that sit there for a minute. My train of thought derailed. No, I'm not blaming. It was just funny that they stole one that didn't have a spare tire in it. The thumbs down are all coming from one channel. They're coming from Stormin CA's channel. And yeah, it's a massive attack from that channel. I'm pretty sure that he told them to stop. They were also coming over here and posting nasty comments. And when I was in his channel, they called me a cow. And it's a long story. You can go back and watch the whole thing, but it is just a bunch of childish people who think that that's going to hurt my channel if they come over and give me a thumbs down. Well, what they fail to understand is this live stream I'm only doing because it's the only way I could get my microscope to work. And there's a good possibility that I may delete it anyway. Or I might just leave it up so people can see how they behaved. Oops, there's a 64 coming in under fake names and making nasty comments. Oh, there's a buffalo, but unfortunately it's the 2000s variety. And that's not the ones I really want to see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is one. One of those that came in here came in under 3 different names, and I know for sure it was the same person. He could not come in here under his own name because he is banned from this channel. He is also banned from several other channels, not just mine. Let me make that perfectly clear. And it's because he likes to instigate trouble. So, yeah, the name choices that he used, he always picks something obvious. Like the first time he came in to cause trouble, he used the channel a-hole, only spelled out. And tonight it was things like bend over and, you know, little kitty names. Yeah, I think I will leave it up for Stormin to see. And I'm going to send him the screenshots of some of the messages that I got in private, like the one where somebody called me a CUNT, and a couple of other ones. It just, you know. See, my channel's not monetized. So if they think they're hurting me by doing all this thumbs down, they're really not. It doesn't matter one way or the other to me. I came on here to search nickels. And now that most of them have quit, I'm assuming that because I told one of his mods, 2 of his mods came over here, and I told him, please go back and tell him that they need to stop. You know, that behavior is not appropriate. And the 2 mods that came over, both were very civil, very apologetic for what had happened over there in the channel, and said, you know, that they should have been more diligent. And then the 3rd mod, now actually 4 mods from over there came in, because Handy Andy came in, and he was so frustrated with it that he actually left the stream over there and went outside to smoke a cigarette. And when he came back, it had escalated into something bigger than it should have. And so he came over and apologized. Let's see, who else? Shannon Smith came and apologized, and Silver Shark came and apologized. And then another mod came over under a different account name because he is banned from my channel and could not use his own name. And he came over and started a bunch of crap. And then another one came in and sort of tried to make it sound like it was all my fault, but it really wasn't, you know, when he stopped and thought about it, you know. So I don't know where that stands, but up until tonight, I actually had nobody blocked. I had one person muted on my channel, but not blocked. As of tonight, I have 2 people blocked and 3 fake accounts that I am pretty sure are all the same person. Like I said, that person has a little anomaly in the way they type, where they put spaces. Ooh, 57. The way they put spaces and the way they spell certain words and use certain phrases, it's kind of a giveaway that it's the same guy. You know, if you're gonna create troll accounts, make sure that your spelling and punctuation don't give you away as being somebody other than the name on the account. Boy, that's a cruddy 1990. Well, Mikey, I appreciate that. I just, you know, I'm sure, I am 100% sure that Stormin did not tell those people to come over here and behave that way. I am positive of that. I don't believe he would, you know, I don't believe he would condone that behavior. I just don't. Do I think he had too much going on in his stream and lost control of what was going on? Absolutely. When one of his own mods kept repeatedly posting to him and it was not being seen, then do I think he had too much going on that he could not monitor his channel? Yes, I do. Do I think he intentionally sent people over here to harass me? No, I don't. Those people did that all of their own childish accord. That I would bank on that. You know, I would bank on that he did not send them over here, that they were acting of their own. Jonathan referred to them as adults, and I have to question that, because coming over to somebody's channel under a fake account and posting insults and making a bunch of fake accounts so you can hit thumbs down, that's not adult behavior. Sorry, but that's the little kiddie room, and to the best of my knowledge, my channel doesn't have anything made for kids. But anyway, I did tell one of his mods to go tell him to take my name off his wheel after I spent an hour and a half trying to get it on there. No, I didn't spend an hour and a half, but you know, it's just interesting that that channel did a flip in like a matter of a minute. from my channel being the spotlighted channel of the week to all of his people coming over and posting how much they hate me. Something wrong with that picture. But I guess the thing to do is just not go on anybody's channel. Yeah. Don't support anybody. That's kind of the message that they're sending, is don't go to somebody else's channel. Don't support them. I would go to Stormin's channel and not stay. And I want to reiterate that, because I was told, well, if you don't like how things are done over there, don't go there. Well, I would go over there. I would hit the like and the subscribe, you know, tell people to subscribe and say hi to some people. And once in a while, make a donation if I had money. I'm more likely to just buy things from his auction if I have money. But then when the abusive stuff starts, I'm out of there. I don't stay. I don't care for that format. I don't find it funny. Some people do. I'm not one of them. But Jonathan Reese said, well, if you don't like it, don't go over there. Well, I like part of it. I just don't like the abusive part of it. And then he said I shouldn't use the word abusive. Stormin uses the word abusive for what goes on in his channel. He calls it abusive. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I just want to find a buffalo in here that's not from the 2000s. Almost midnight. I'm gonna have to quit pretty soon. I am on the East Coast, so it is almost midnight where I am. So it would be interesting to know who the 8 people in my channel right now are. Yeah, I watch Pammy. I love Michael Kittle. I watch Big Flip periodically. I'm not familiar with Mobile Coins. Nubs I have watched, and Everyday Copportunity. I like Copportunity's channel, but he has Kellen L as a mod over there. And I don't know if it was Kellen, and I have said this repeatedly, and I'm not the only person that had the problem, I found out. A couple of times I've gone in there and been posting and nobody could see what I was posting. And Copportunity said that the same thing had also happened to Jonathan Reese and a couple other people. So I don't know if Kellen, who is mad at me for reasons I do not even know. All I know is one day Kellen showed up in my channel under the name The Channel Asshole, and he was still a mod at the time. I don't know what he was mad about. No clue. Only thing I can think of is I had said something to him about missing one of my streams. And he said, well, I didn't know there was one. And I said, Kellen, there's one every Wednesday night. So, you know, that's not anything to be mad about. Other than that, that was the last time I talked to him. And then all of a sudden he showed up in the channel doing that. 61D. Interesting. So I don't know. I was in Coppertunities a couple of days ago and everything was fine. So I do watch him, but I watch a lot of metal detecting channels. My coin channels that I watch, I watch Ravenhawk Coins a lot. I am a mod on Ravenhawk's channel. I like Ravenhawk's channel. He is fair and equitable to everybody. I periodically watch Jeff Silversmith. I watch Michael Kittle. I watch, oh heck, my brain just shut down. But anyway, I don't watch, I don't have time, truthfully, to watch YouTube all day. I don't. I have my own channel. I have a lot of medical things going on. I watch what I can watch, and I watch several metal detecting channels. I know this is going to be old because it had a mint on the back. But what I do, because I know I can't sit there and watch everybody's, is I go over, I say hi, I can't stay, but I came to hit the like button. So I will go, I will let them know I was there by making a post so that my watch time counts for them. I will then hit the like and stay maybe 5-10 minutes, and then I leave. And I will do that to probably 5 or 6 channels a day, so that I can try and hit, over the course of a month, all the channels that I am subscribed to, so that my subscription does not get removed from their account. And so a lot of things that happen in people's channels, I might have been there earlier and then I left before it happened. Like I said, I do that with 5 or 6 channels a day. There's a 54. I do that to Storman's channel often. Just say, hey, I can't stay. I popped in to say hi and hit like and make a comment. And so that way that counts for them. Ida Herring's live stream in the morning, I hit it, maybe 2-3 times a week while I have my coffee in the morning. And then, I'm not there for long, maybe 20-30 minutes. Ooh, 1941. But so that kind of goes against what Jonathan Reese was saying. Well, if you don't like what's going on there, don't go in. Well, I don't have to like everything that goes on in a stream in order to not go by and say hi and hit the like button and support that person's effort. So I think he missed the point on that one. Yeah, see, that's another thing. If you don't go and watch somebody, they will reset your notification and you just stop getting notifications. I realized the other day that I was no longer getting notified of Jeff Silversmith. And so I went over there and looked, and my notifications were turned off. So I turned them back on. Because I like that channel. And there's a couple other coin channels that once in a while I go to. Rick G, that's another one. I go over there sometimes. Coin Hunting Couple is one that I stop in and say hi. I don't stay for a super long time. Rob Finds Treasure, which was one of the very first coin channels that I ever participated in. I still pop in there. I don't go every single time like I used to. And I find it really hard to follow the chat in there because there are so many people. It scrolls so fast that I can't keep up with it. But I still go by at least 2-3 times a month and hit the like button and say hi. So I don't know that Jonathan understands that as a mode of participation. Well, US Silver Stacker, if you look at the likes and dislikes on my thing tonight, that'll answer the question for you. But I'm fine. We are looking at nickels. Oops. There's another one of those fancy dancy ones. I just wish I'd find a buffalo that's not from the 2000s. Oh, I'm getting tired. It's almost midnight here. I think I'm going to do just a couple more rolls. I'm about 2/3 of the way through my box. And I can finish the rest in the morning. I would never, ever condone what those people did tonight. If I found out people from my channel went over to somebody else's channel and did that, I'd be pissed. I would. I'd be pissed. That's why when his mods came over here and they were apologetic, you know, they knew what happened wasn't right. And admitted that, you know, they weren't as vigilant as they should be for that to have happened. But, you know, I just told him, hey, you need to go back over there and tell them to stop behaving like that. It was partly trolls and partly Stormin CA's channel, which was really interesting since we had just done a channel raid on them and brought about 15 people in. It was a communications breakdown. That's the best way I can put it. Ooh, look, 69S, got another S. It was a communications breakdown that turned into some people who started name calling, and then I left and came over here to finish my nickel hunt, and they all came over here. One of them came in under 3 different names. I know it was the same guy because he spelled the same word wrong every time. But so yeah, it was kind of trolls, if you want to call them trolls. It was people from Stormin CA's channel, many of whom did not have the courage to come in under their own names. I had never until tonight completely blocked anyone from my channel. I have blocked 2. Yeah, I would be happy to find any kind of buffalo besides the ones that I'm finding. I have this like massive pile here. I can't even begin. There's got to be oh, I'm gonna say 2.5 rolls of the 2004 2005s, and they're almost all Buffalo. I mean, yeah, the new Buffaloes. Yeah, I know he's still streaming right now, but they have stopped coming over under the fake names, and they have stopped the sending things to my private messages. So if they want to unsub from me, that's fine. I don't want people that behave that way over here anyway. And let me actually do something here real quick, because I don't even have YouTube open. All I have open is my StreamYard. So I didn't even have it open. So 6 people unsubscribed, and 40 of his little fake accounts. I'm going to say that probably actually of those thumb down, maybe 10 of those are real. The rest of them are from fake accounts that were made specifically to be trolls and come over here and do that. So anyway, that's where it came from. And I may have hit a new record where for the I have, let me see. Look at that again. I got to open it back up. See, I don't even leave YouTube open. Let me do an interesting analytic here. So 68 people took time to come hit a thumb. That may be a new record for me to sort nickels on, Well, I think a lot of those fake accounts are probably gone as fast as he uses them. I think he uses them, and then the next day or so, or even that night, he just closes them back up. But yeah, considering there were not even that many people in Storman's channel when all of that was going on, I would have to say some of those are fake. Especially since about 15 of the people that were in there went there from my channel on a channel raid, and I don't think that my people came back over here and gave me a thumbs down. A couple of them sent me emails, but yeah, I think that was just I think that's just somebody with way too much time on their hands that they can sit there and create fake accounts and go give people thumbs downs and then go masquerade as a mod on other channels. I tell you one thing, I found out I had a mod doing that, and that's why that person is not a mod here anymore. And that is the same person who came in here under all those assumed names and did a little name calling and did a little instigating. And so I had to ban him. And I didn't ban him until tonight. I left the door open for him. But, I don't even know why he started. Oh, there's got to be something else in here. Where's my buffalo? Well, it's not in that roll, that's for sure. I've been through a crud load of nickels. tonight. Ugh. I got this bucket down here. It's got one layer of quarters in the bottom, and all the rest of it is nickels. Oh, and I just dropped some in the trash can. Oh, geez. And I do know also that there are a couple of people who are sitting here not saying anything that are in both channels at the same time. I know it. Ah. All right, I'm gonna do one more roll, and it's after midnight here. So, and I'm supposed to get up at 7:30 and go have coffee with my sister. So, I'll need that coffee. That's for sure. Oh, anyway, yeah, Papa. You know you can't please everybody, and I'm not gonna try. If I don't know. A lot of times when you post something, people can misinterpret read things into it that wasn't there. And I think somebody did that tonight when I said I'm through. Give my rolls to Handy Andy. And then I said good night. Good night, Silver Shark. I said good night to everybody that came over here from my channel, and I left because I knew it was going to start getting ugly. And people had already started calling me a cow, and somebody had sent me a private message calling me a cunt, and I was like, okay, I'm just going back to my nickels. I'm through. I'm done. And so that's what I did. I came back over, started sorting my nickels, and I'm still sorting them. Oh, that one looks so promising, and it turned out to be so. You know what? If 40 people really came over here and said they did not like my live stream, then those are 40 people that don't need to be in my live stream. And so, what was the old line? Shoot first and let God sort them out later. See, I didn't even block them. I blocked one person because I know that the other 3 accounts were the same guy. No, actually, then I blocked a second person. And I actually had intended to block her last year. So I was surprised she even had the chutzpah to come into my channel. And when she did, she posted one thing and I blocked her as soon as I saw her here. Because I have told her personally a long time ago that she was not welcome in my channel. Because she started a great big lie, and I still have screenshots of it. Oop, 57. Yeah, she started a great big lie and a whole bunch of trouble and said that I said something I never did, and I proved that I didn't say it, and she never did apologize for all the trouble that she caused in that gentleman's stream. And so I told her when I started live streaming on my own to, boy, that one's nasty. That looks like it's been in the ground. That's probably a metal detected coin. But I try not to block people. tonight, I blocked 2 people. And one of them came back 3 times under 3 different names. And I just kept muting him. And after a while, he went away. He'll be back. And if he does come back, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a metal detecting fine. And if he does come back, then I am going to start blocking him. Well, I have a decent metal detector. And Muscle Shell came in on the anniversary of my channel and gave me money to buy another one. And I've decided I'm not going to buy another one. I'm just going to get all the good stuff that goes with the one that I have. I really like my detector. I have, oh my gosh. That's what well, no, we started with Sears. My dad and I had a Sears metal detector, which actually turned out to be made by White's, and it was a pretty good machine. But we didn't know that at the time. I have a Nokta Macro Simplex Plus, which is a Turkish-made machine. It is a really, really nice metal detector that cost under $300. It's waterproof. It's multi-frequency. It's got 5 channels. It's an awesome machine. I love it. And anyway, I'm not going to get rid of that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the other 2 coils for it. And I'm going to get the carbon fiber lower shaft, because that will nope, no lifetime warranty on that one. I'm going to get the carbon fiber shaft because it will make the detector a lot lighter and also more stable at the same time. So that will be a help to me because I am a senior citizen. Oh, and that's the other thing, you know, a bunch of kids want to kick an old lady around. Yeah, come on, you know. I was surprised one of them didn't start going, boomer, boomer. That seems to be their favorite insult is boomer, and they think we take it as an insult, but we don't. If the boomers didn't exist, neither would computers and cell phones. My brother actually holds, I think it's 15 patents that are all related to how cell phones work. Without my brother, the boomer, there would be no cell phones. So people use boomer at me as an insult. I'm like, well, thank you. Yeah, we created all these wonderful things that you take for granted, like the technology for cell phones, rock and roll, the electric guitar, GPS, you know, all these things were created by people that you think you're insulting by calling them a boomer. You just wish you had lived in the times we lived in. Oh, yeah, we put a man on the moon, too. All that technology. Well. Yeah, I was really surprised one of them didn't call me that. Usually that's the first insult. Ah, Nikola Tesla, Mr. Tesla, king of the world. But anyway, yeah, I don't, when they call me boomer, I just like, thank you. Yep, I am, and I'm proud of it because you wouldn't be able to have what you have without us. No idea what you just did. What did you do, Jesse? Oh my gosh, did you accidentally mute him? Oh no. Oh no. Who did you do that to? Juan. Okay. Let me see if I can find Juan here. Maybe you put him in, did you hit block and block him? Or put him in timeout? I don't know what you did, honey, because I can't see it. I'm not in YouTube. That's part of the problem. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Let me see here. You timed him out for 300 seconds. Oh my God. It's okay, Jesse. Yeah, it's okay. After 300 seconds, they'll let him back in and we can explain to him what happened. I got accidentally blocked one time on a channel because one of the mods had a crack in the screen of his tablet and he hit the wrong thing and it blocked me, and I'm still blocked on that channel because they can't figure out how to he can't figure out how to unblock me. And I tell everybody that it probably saved my hearing. So some of you might be able to figure out whose channel it was by the fact that the joke is that it saved my hearing. So Juan, she didn't mean to do it. Oh crap. Oh, it happens, Jess. I've never personally done it, but I've had it done to me before. Where I'm like, what? Oh my. Let me see if I can get back over here to poor Jess. It's okay, sweetie. I think Raven has done it to me before by accident, actually. Oh, and here I've been bragging about my mods all night. It's okay, Jess. I know there's no harm, no foul. He'll be back. So it's okay. Heck, one night I'm pretty sure Pammy Jones did it to herself. Yeah, I have my channel set where I've got some of the nastier words are blocked. And I'm sure that's why that person sent me the private message, because they tried to use that word in my channel and it wouldn't go. So they sent me a Facebook PM. Too funny. Yeah, I'm going to quit after this roll, but I'm going to stick around long enough to make sure that Juan gets back in okay. Oh, goodness. I'm getting all choked up here. It's okay, Jesse. We'll take care of it. Not a problem. Good night. I hope Juan is laughing. I don't want him to think I did that. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. Too funny. That's a nothing. And that's another. So I don't smoke. If I did, I probably would have one right about now. Yeah, I ended up, oh, somebody took their thumbs down away. So now I don't have 40 of them anymore. I only have 39. So somebody took one of them away, and I still only lost the 6 that I lost. Yay! Jessie felt so bad. What? She didn't mean to do it. She didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. And I didn't do it. Believe me, I can't afford to lose anybody else tonight. I've already pissed off the whole damn world. Well, their world anyway. I'm gonna go to bed. And well, first I gotta feed the cat, otherwise he's not gonna let me sleep. And tomorrow at 6 p.m. is when I usually do my metal detecting show, and it will be my metal detecting show, but it will also be when we give away the Epiphany gifts. Yeah, that's a first. I lost a dislike. Somebody changed their mind and decided they liked me after all. Oh, well. Anyway, tomorrow at 6 is when my metal detecting show comes. If you're one of my mods, please try to be here because I got a funny feeling I'm going to need you. And, but also because we have a lot of giveaways tomorrow night. Andy mod initiation. Oh, poor, I feel bad. That's who I feel bad for, Handy Andy. Because he's a mod in my channel, and he is a mod in Storm and CA's. And he got caught in the middle of it big time tonight. And he's still over there modding, but he did come over here. So did Shannon Smith. So did Silver Streak. They're all mods over there. They all came over, and I think Jonathan Reese is also a mod there. But the one that impressed me the most was Shannon Smith. Shannon came in and said, you know, I'm a mod, but I'm pretty slack on my duties, and I should have been more vigilant. And I'm making some notes so that basically I can be a better mod. And that was impressive. That was really impressive. Oh, I love Handy Andy. Andy's my brother. I don't know if y'all know that. That's my brother. So, well, that's one of my brothers. That's not the one in Florida. But that's my brother. And so he found himself in such an awkward situation that he actually left the stream over there, went outside to have a cigarette, came back in, and all hell had broken loose. And so he came over here and he's like, oh my God, you know, I'm sorry, sis. So ask him, he'll tell you. I watch more adult videos than YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, but a lot of the stuff that I watch is not coin related. It's not metal detecting related. I watch a lot of historic things, especially things on British TV. Oh, well, then he may not have gone back. He may have left. He was pretty rattled when he was over here, and I didn't know if he was going to go back there or not. But he left here. So I don't know. I watch have been several different series on BBC where historians and anthropologists and archaeologists have gone back to live in different time periods. Like there's one called the Edwardian Farm. There's one where they went back and they lived in a Tudor castle, and they have to live with only the things that would have been in that time period, and they have to make it work. And I watch a lot of those. I've watched several of them. I think my favorite one is the World War II one, and this is all based in England. It's really interesting, and one of the guys that is in those does some other things on the side. He's an archaeologist. His name's Peter Ginn. And I found a thing this morning where he and one of his buddies were working on an archaeological dig where they discovered a Roman temple in the middle of an English cow field. And they were pulling out some things, and I was thinking, boy, they need a metal detector. But they were pulling out like old Roman coins and jewelry pieces that had been left at the altar of this temple. And it was really amazing stuff. And I like to watch it because being in the US, we don't have history that dates back that far. Oh yeah, like the Roman coins and stuff. That's just boggles my mind that people in England, they go out metal detecting and they find Roman coins. We go out, we're lucky if we find a barber dime. Hi, Jimmy Licari. Thank you so much, sweetheart. This is one night that I really appreciate that. Anyway, I'm going to go because I got to get up in the morning and have coffee with my sister. And if I'm not up, she will stand out in the hall and beat on the door. And my neighbors will complain. So anyway, yeah, tomorrow night at 6:00, combination metal detecting discussion show thing and ginormous giveaway. We have the 3 prizes that were left over because yeah, because some people in Storm and CA's channel are little children and turned themselves into trolls and came over here and started a bunch of crap because something happened over there that they didn't like, and they decided to do that and send me nasty messages. And yeah, they need a hug, all right. One of them needs a hug around his throat. The one that came in under 4 different names and sent me a private message calling me a CUNT. Apparently the people at Storm and CA's channel don't love me, but that's all right. I quit watching Oak Island. So I saw somebody talking about Oak Island. I don't think there's Jack on Oak Island. I just don't. But it makes for an interesting television show. But I like those British ones that I've been watching because those are more scientifically based. Oak Island is more entertainment based. Oh yeah, I love the dedication that they have, but I really like watching these British ones. I think because the things they find are they're things we would never find here in the U.S. and it's fascinating to me. They were digging up this one I was watching this morning. They were excavating very carefully this, what they thought was a Roman temple, and they weren't sure until they got to a certain point and they started finding items that typically would have been left as offerings. And they were showing some of this stuff, this ancient jewelry and the old coins. And I was just like sitting there trying to imagine being out in this cornfield metal detecting and finding that kind of stuff. Because if you find anything like that in England, you have to turn it in to the government. And well, I'll be real honest with you, Jimmy. A lot of this stuff tonight was Kellen. It absolutely was Kellen. And he's been coming in here for the last couple weeks now, posting stuff. And the problem with it is, if you're going to be a troll, make sure that you your spelling is good and your punctuation is good, because if you have those kind of anomalies in your posts, it becomes real obvious that it's the same person. Like if you spell the same word wrong all the time, you know, and you're under 3 different names, that doesn't work too well. But you know, part of it I was at fault simply because I don't stop and think that when I say something, people are going to interpret it in a different way. Like if I say, okay, I'm done, or I'm out of here, I'm not saying that in a negative connotation. I'm just saying, okay, I'm done. Bye. You know, but people read different things into it. And even if you've got an LOL or an emoji or whatever. So that's why, anyhow, that's how I got all the hate. One person actually took their thumbs down away. So I thought that was pretty funny. I had 40, now I only got 39. So someone rescinded their opinion. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I gotta get up early in the morning and do the coffee thing, and then I gotta come back and finish these nickels so I can take them to the bank so I can go get another battery for my car. It's always something. It's hard to tell based on exactly. But you know, I followed. Here's the thing, Papa. I said, okay, I'm done. And then the next thing I said was, good night to everybody from my channel that just came over with me. Because we had just done a channel raid, and about, I'm going to say 10, 15 people from my channel went over there. So once I said, I'm done, give my roles to Andy, good night everybody that came over with me. You know, I don't know what you could read into that. Oh well. And then one person said something really nasty to me, and I did tell that person to shut up, because they were just trying to stir something up, and they managed to do it. So I love you guys too. I'm going to bed. God knows a 67-year-old lady needs beauty sleep. M3 sends his regards, and his one comment is, all 12 days of Christmas and not one damn cat treat. So I guess I'm gonna have to buy him some cat treats with these nickels. Tomorrow at 6 we'll be giving away a bunch of stuff. And Patrick, I turned you blue so you can help me keep an eye on the idiots tomorrow, because I know they're gonna come, unless he can get them to stop, which I think he did, because once I told his mods to go tell him that it was going on, then it stopped. So I'm thinking he put a foot down on that one. But I've looked at so many nickels now, my eyes are crossed. I can't even focus on the numbers anymore. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for your continued support. And my final comment is the one that I've been making just about every night, which is, if you're in my space, cover your face. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.